the topic of the day is now when you talk about Beyonce, a lot of people consider her the GOAT, especially after her Coachella performance earlier this year. Okay, a lot of people were saying, and I mean, I'm not just talking about one or two people. A lot of people, media people included, was saying that Beyonce was now the greatest living performer, and some even said the greatest performer, living or dead.
Wow.
So the question that we have that you had put on your Facebook that started kicking up dust is Beyonce, as great as she is, does not have a legendary song. So the question is, and we're going to explain what a legendary song is. The question is, can you be the GOAT without a legendary song?
And my answer is no, you cannot. Beyonce, like he said, just to quickly elaborate, I put a post up that I found on Twitter that someone else had put up, and they said
everybody attacked you.
Everybody attacked me. It wasn't even me who actually said it, but I did agree with it, so that's why I reposted it. It said that Beyonce does not have a legendary hit. They said it's funny when you think about it, but what is her Purple Rain or Billie Jean? And that was the tweet, and I thought about it. I sat there for quite a while, and I was like, you know what? I can't think of one that she has like a legendary hit. So the difference between a legendary hit or what explanation of a legendary hit, something that's going to stand the test of time, something that has not only made its way through charts and stuff like that, but it's taken a person's signature song and then also comparing it against, its test of time.
Right.
For instance, The Greatest Love of All, Whitney Houston, is a legendary hit. That song, I can't remember.
Big song.
I cannot remember growing up in the 80s, every talent show you went to, a girl was singing The Greatest Love of All. Tried to sing it.
And the funny thing is, they weren't singing it when George Benson or Peabo Bryce, I think it's George Benson. When George Benson, the one who originally made the song, they weren't singing it when he sung the song. They started singing it when Whitney did The Greatest Love of All.
He wasn't even singing it when Randy Watson did it with Sexual Chocolate. He even put that in the movie. See, Eddie Murphy put that in the movie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was a big hit. Then she comes back. She does the hit for The Bodyguard. I Will Always Love You. I mean, it's legendary. It's going to live forever.
That's a legendary song.
Unbreak My Heart. Tony Braxton.
That's a
legendary song.
Celine Dion. My Heart Will Go On. Mariah Carey's got a couple.
She's got a couple.
Hero
is a big one. That one is like, they play that song every time there's some military stuff and things like it's perfect. Like they play that song. She just hit the mark. This is where Beyonce has fell short. Because when you think about her songs and as a solo artist, not as Destiny Child.
You can tell people what mostly people's answer was.
Most of the answers were Single Ladies. And a lot of people said Irreplaceable, and some people said Halo. So Halo should have been the song. Written by Ryan Tedder. Halo should have been her legendary song, but it's not. It's not legendary, and it hasn't proved to be legendary on no fronts. On the charts, and the sales, and just everybody, just through everybody. Like some people know it. Like I said, I know all different types of people, backgrounds, walks of life. So I want to be able to go up to a 50-year-old white man and tell me, what is the song you know about Beyonce? He probably can't tell me none of them. And maybe Single Ladies, because Single Ladies got some mainstream exposure, especially when Justin Timberlake was on SNL And there's a famous skit on SNL that's gotten millions and millions of views of Justin Timberlake and they doing the single ladies and stuff like that. Yeah, it might have been Jimmy Fallon, but they do, he's doing single ladies and stuff like that. So that got a little mainstream, right. So some people might say single ladies. That's really it. I mean, they may go to Destiny's Child and say Survivor. That is a legendary song, right, I think. But that's not Beyonce. Beyonce's been a solo artist for closing in on 15 years. So it's funny as people don't want to realize it, but yeah, it's been 15 years almost since her first album. So
she's had enough time.
She's had enough time to have one. So to answer the question, without one, you cannot be the GOAT. Like all these people that we mentioned have been in talks. Mariah, Whitney, Janet's got Rhythm Nation.
Toni Braxton, people don't understand the way Toni Braxton came out and the amount of records that she sold. Yep. A lot of people was talking about Toni Braxton being in GOAT talks.
Yeah, being the GOAT.
With her first 2 albums.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. But I mean, Janet Jackson, she's been
Janet's
in those
got
talks.
Rhythm Nation.
Rhythm Nation.
What have you done for me lately? People have been saying that for 25 years.
Yeah. I mean, these are the type of things that's going to live forever. Madonna, of course. She's got a few of them. So this is what I mean by legendary hits. And this is so...
Could have been.
Yeah, to clear up, like I said, to clear up what people said. When we said, what is her Purple Rain? What is her Billie Jean? We're not saying she has to have a song as good as Purple Rain. Right. There is no, no one else has a Purple Rain. There's, Prince. He has Purple Rain. That's one of the songs that he's always going to be remembered by.
A legendary song, not a signature song.
No.
And we thought she had it on, what was that, the 4 album?
On the 4 album, she has a song, and I put this in my post. She has a song called I Was Here, written by Diane Warren, who wrote most of those legendary songs that we mentioned. With the exception of I'll Always Love You, that's Dolly Parton. But Diane Warren wrote My Heart Will Go On. She wrote Unbreak My Heart. Like, these are things that, So, what's it called? Diane Warren wrote I Was Here. And I thought it was an excellent song. It was well written. It was well sung and performed by Beyonce. And they even tried to have her sing it for like some troops or something during one thing. They really tried to push that song, and for whatever reason, it got a lot of, in my opinion, unwarranted backlash.
Right.
In my opinion,
her fans were saying she's too young to sing a song like that.
Even fans didn't like it. Like they were like, "Oh, that's." I remember saying to her, "It's this diehard Beyonce fan that we both know. I won't mention her name, but I said to her." Yeah, I really like that song. Matter of fact, I said there's 2 songs on that album that I really like. One is called I Was Here, and the other one is called Love on Top. Now, I said this, and I feel like calling this girl out, but I ain't going to do it. I said this to this girl who claimed to be this huge Beyonce fan. She was like,
those are the 2 worst songs on the album.
2 worst on the album. You like that song? I said, yeah, Love on Top is dope. I said, it's a great song. It's not legendary, but it's a great song the way she did it. She shows her vocal ability in it. Beyond, really one of her, in my opinion, one of her best songs. But, I got reamed out for that. People was like,
I remember that.
I'm just like, what the heck?
Right as the album first came out, those
they're like,
2
I
songs,
was here. It was all right, but So her fans now are conditioned to hear her say stuff that really isn't, in my opinion, great and legendary topics. Stuff like Single Ladies, stuff like, Crazy in Love. I mean, Drunk in Love. This is what they thinking that's dope. Lemonade. Let these fans tell it. That's her best song. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, you have to, Beyonce, you need one of those legendary hits in order to be considered the GOAT. Beyonce has to be one of, and arguably one of, most well-rounded artists, female artists. She sings good enough. She performs. She's a great performer. And she can dance. She's not a good actor. That's the one thing she's always been missing.
Don't think she is, Beehive.
No,
she can't act her way out of a paper bag.
Yeah, she
you
can't
know it,
act.
and I know it.
She can't act. That's not happening. But once again, that's another thing that's brought up about who's the GOAT. You got to be well-rounded, right? Like, you know, that's what some people think, right? All these people we mentioned have acted. Whitney Houston was a good actor. She was a very good actor. You know, Madonna, you know, she wasn't that great of an actress, but she did act. Right. Mariah Carey also wasn't that great, but she did act. And Janet was a very good actor, been acting since she was a kid.
Me, fairly speaking, I don't really think of that when I think of the GOAT because it's just two totally different. Because Beyonce's been in a few movies herself, so she does act. She just doesn't act very well. Not, you know, I don't think Madonna acts very well. Mariah Carey bombed out, you know, in her movie. Yeah, so I don't really consider that as a factor.
Yeah, just strictly music though. Strictly music. You know, Beyonce is a very good dancer, very good singer. I think she's a better singer than dancer. She's a better singer than dancer.
Right. She's not good. You know, again, Beehive. She's not great singer. She's not a great dancer, but she is a great performer.
Yeah,
and she probably is. And like I said, we'll throw this compliment out there because you know when you're dealing with Beyonce fans, you know one compliment's not enough. She has to be the greatest everything. She is a very good dancer. She's a very good vocalist. She's a great performer.
Yeah,
and she probably is. She's not the greatest pop artist in the world.
Yeah.
She's not the greatest pop artist in history, but she may be the best all around female artist.
Yeah.
Meaning she sings well enough.
Yeah.
She sings above average, she dances above average, and she performs great.
Right. She's a great performer. I mean,
and she sings live.
I say she just edges out Janet Jackson in performing. Because Janet is an awesome performer.
But she doesn't have the vocal.
Right, she doesn't have the vocal ability that Beyonce has to perform live. Beyonce sings live at a high level, high energy, and she does it, you know, so that's why I give her the edge just a little bit on Janet. She's not a better dancer. Janet can outdance her any day.
Any day.
But, you know, but like we said, she's more well-rounded. She's a better singer. She's a far better singer than Janet.
Right.
And that's the only thing that she's way better than Janet at is singing. She's not a better performer, or she's just edges her on performance. And she's not a better dancer. So, you know, that's what that is. So, sorry, but, you know, and once again, on our breakdown show about Beyonce, we're going to go into detail. We're going to break down why she's not the GOAT. Because we're not making these numbers up. Her husband said numbers don't lie, right? So, for all you Beyonce, Jay-Z fans, Carter fans.
Right. That's how you...
guess what?
When you think about it, that's how you judge them, right? Like, that's how everyone in their profession, you get into the Hall of Fame by your numbers.
By your numbers. You don't always have to win rings.
Right. You get Grammys most of the time because of your numbers.
Yeah. It's just, you know. I mean, the Billboards, you know, charts and how many times you charted.
Those are numbers. Those are all numbers.
Your numbers. You got people that have, and once again, bringing back up Toni Braxton. You got Toni Braxton, who's, you know, destroyed the numbers and hasn't made a record in years. You know, and the numbers that she put up back then are still standing the test of time. Even now, in the digital age, where it's easy to fudge the numbers, it's easy to you know, because not every account for the digital age, and so Beyonce and those other artists don't add up to the sales that Toni Braxton did. So, Mariah Carey, forget it. Mariah Carey's way up there. Whitney Houston, you know, we'll go into it. We'll go into that
on the breakdown show. So, you know, tell us in the comments.
Yeah.
what do you think? Can Beyonce be the GOAT without a legendary song? And if you think she has a legendary song, you tell us what that legendary song is.
Yeah, but you gotta tell us why. Don't come up in here and say "Drunk in Love" or don't say "Lemonade." Give me some proof. We need receipts, man. You know what I mean? We need receipts. Drop the comment down below. What do you think Beyonce's legendary hit is or will be? Because she's got some new music out or whatever. Right. If you think there's something new that's out that will become that, maybe. And people, someone even brought up, Girls Who Run the World. It was.
It's not legendary.
It's not legendary. It was popular. And someone
my
else
mother, God bless their dad. Yeah. My mother wouldn't know that song.
Yeah. Some people say, one person said, Beyonce is great at making catchy stuff, but catchy isn't legendary. Right. So there you go. That's it.
Comment below, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend. And we'll be back next time, man. Thank you for joining us on our first show.
Yeah.
We will see you around. It's your boy, Heaven Clark.
Yeah, this is Wes.
Signing out. Peace.